Right, we are live. So we're just going to wait till 7 o'clock and we'll get started. Welcome to everyone who has joined us. You're all welcome. The seminar starts at 7 p.m. So bear with us as we wait for the rest of the people to join us.
Hello, boss.
Hi, Lizzie. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning this evening.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, Ansa.
Welcome, everyone. Please bear with us. We are just waiting for the rest of the people to join us. We will start at exactly 7 p.m.
Okay.
Welcome to everyone who is just joining us. You're all welcome. We will be starting at exactly 7 p.m. I would like you to please drop your name for us once you join us. Please drop your name in the comment box and where you're watching us from. I also see a few people joining us from Facebook. You are also welcome. So irrespective of where you're joining us, either on Facebook or on Zoom, we just want you to drop your name for us and we welcome you. Drop your name for us in the comments and where you're joining from. Thank you. So we just have a minute to get started. I'll just quickly announce a few rules. First of all, we have muted everyone because we do not want any interruptions during the training. So everyone has been muted. And I also want to say that if you do have any questions during the presentation, you can either drop in the comment box or raise your hands. At the end of the presentation, we will be taking questions. So if you do have any questions for us, just drop your question in the comments. Someone will be taking note, or you simply raise your hand. So I'm just going to go straight over to the comments just to welcome everybody. I see on Facebook we have Chioma. Here we have Olafia Gioluwatosin from Abuja. You're welcome. Afolami from Abuja. You're welcome. Olufimi Lola from Abeokuta, you're welcome. Rotimi, good morning. You're all welcome. So it's 7 on the dot, and as it's our culture, we do not wait for time. Once it's time, we get started with the business. So we're going to get started now. I want to say a big welcome to everyone that has joined us today. We're just here to share our stories and to share our discoveries with an amazing business opportunity, which may or may not be for you. If you can relate to the stories and if you want to be a part of the business opportunity, at the end of this, you can simply go back to the person that invited you and say, okay, I love what I heard. I just want to know how to get started. If it's not for you, or if you have any concerns, also you can either drop your comment at here or ask your questions here, and we will try as much as possible to clear all your doubts. And you can also go back to the person that invited you to say, okay, I have some doubts and I have some questions. So we're just here to share our stories. So 5 ladies this evening will be sharing their stories, their different experiences on this amazing platform. And you simply just have to tell us what you feel about that as well, or you make your decision based on that. So I see Sadia Ladan. You're welcome, everybody. So we're going to get started. I will recommend that we all mute ourselves so that we do not get in any interruptions. All right. So permit me to share my screen as I get started immediately. Permit me to share my screen. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm going to put that off. So that's the presentation for today. All right. So you're welcome once again. My name is Dr. Idorenyen Uso. I'm known as Dr. ID Uso for short. They call me Bukuru, although I don't understand why I'm called Bukuru because I don't like reading, right? But I do. I went through the first degree, second and third degree. So I have a PhD in biotechnology from the University of Manchester. And after my studies, I love teaching. So after my university, my PhD, I decided to go into the university to lecture. And I'm an entrepreneur as well. I love money. I love money. Some people think I have Igbo blood, but I just love money. And I'm also a health activist. Like, I'm crazy about health stuff. And today we're telling you about the language business opportunity. And in the language business, I am a 1-star director. You'll get to know more about this and it means. Now, everyone has a dream. We all have dreams. We are allowed to dream, right? As a young girl growing up, I've always had dreams. And one of my most important dreams was to live healthy. Like literally, I needed to live healthy because throughout my adult life, I have battled one health challenge or the other. I've always had this crazy dental problem, like bleeding gums, and it always gets worse during Christmas. I don't get to eat Christmas chicken. Very annoying. I've had my gums excised. I've had a lot of dental issues. And then, of course, in the university, I battled a lot of toilet infections, vaginal infections, and dandruff, so many health issues. I don't think I ever went for 2 weeks without taking one medication or the other. So I needed to be healthy. And then when I thought about the future during the university days, I always thought, I saw stories of moms, you know, or children. I never had my mom around. My dad was a very hardworking man, working, I don't know if I call it, it's not 9 to 5. I'm sure it was a 7 to 9 or whatever, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. My mom was an entrepreneur. She was very invested in her business. So I really never really had my parents around. And it had some negative effects on me, not to blame them, they were hustling. But I was thinking there could be another way, right? I wanted to be in control of my time. I wanted to have an opportunity where I don't have to if I don't want to. So it was just about being in control. My friends always told me when I was younger that I'm a control freak. It's possible, but I just love to be in control of my time. And then I was like thinking, when I have kids, I want to be able to have time for my children. And then I got married. And then I started thinking, okay, I always wanted to have a happy marriage. And then I got married, it wasn't happy. Technically. Why? Because it seems to be like I had too many issues, and these issues were always revolving around finances. So I remember one day my husband was like, really, every time I come back from work, it's either, oh, we need to buy baby's diaper, we need to buy baby's body cream, we need to buy baby's this, we need to buy this. My mom has this. I was always needing money. And my husband was like, I know that your salary is not enough, but I just want to feel married. I just don't want to feel like your bank. It hurt. So it looks like we're always having fights. I'm not joking. I don't know about your home, but in my home, it felt like I was always having fights about money. And not because he was complaining, but just because I was working at the time. My salary was not even enough to take care of me, let alone buy all the things I wanted to buy. Yes, when I had my baby, my first son, I had this very long list of things I wanted to buy. I wanted to buy a stroller, a bouncer. I just wanted to buy everything. And my husband just kept looking at me. Is that from your peanut salary? Or am I supposed to be funding all these things? We have a future. We cannot just be squandering money. I'm like, I just want to buy it. They're so cute. I bought different kinds of jumpsuits. I'm just giving you like a premise, right? I wanted to have that money to spend, but I didn't also want to be fighting about money. And then if I needed to ask money, maybe for my mom or my sibling, I'll spend like 5 years or exaggerating, 5 days planning for what to say, looking for the very right mood to ask so that it doesn't cause problem. I also had a dream of traveling the world. I wanted to go anywhere in the world whenever I wanted to, and help as many people as possible without going broke. You know that saying where they say the only rich man in the middle of 9 poor men is a 10th poor man in waiting. I didn't want to be that person. I want to be able to help people financially. I always felt hot when you see people and you're not able to help them. I wanted to leave a legacy for my children, not just my husband leaving something. I wanted to leave something. And I wanted to run a best-in-class research center. These are some of my dreams. Why did I choose Longbridge? Someone came to me and told me, I see that you have some good dreams, but for the first one about living healthy, there's a platform that could help you. So the person introduced me to the Longbridge platform, the products. First, the toothpaste took care of my dental issues. I was fantastic. I was amazed. I was excited. I know some of you think that, oh, yeah, it's all about Longbridge products and business. And I know you must have heard so much about Longbridge, but I'd like to crave your indulgence to say, bear with us. Just stick with us for the 30 minutes to 45 minutes, because you've not heard our stories, you've not heard us. Then after listening to our stories, after listening to us, if you feel like this is not for you, it's still okay. But stay with us for the next 30 to 45 minutes, and we will do our best to show you why we love this company and why you could love this company. Now, I love this company. I started doing my research about this company after using that toothpaste. And these are some things I discovered that make me even more excited about being a partner of this company. The company is 34-year-old. It's a manufacturing company, by the way, and it has a state-of-the-art manufacturing plant. If you can do me a favor and Google Industrial Revolution 4.0, you will understand the state of the art I'm talking about. Okay, this company has lived my dreams of health activism, where they use modern technology to study traditional Chinese medicine. By the way, the company originates from Asia, China in Asia. This company also lives my dream of a healthy lifestyle, where we do more of natural products than synthetic products. So what do they try to do? They try to replace, Longbridge tries to replace chemical components in every product that we use with a natural alternative where possible. And because of the state-of-the-art manufacturing plants, Longbridge has numerous original equipment manufacturing clients, and numerous original design manufacturing clients. They also have diverse business models. They are not just a manufacturing company. They are into real estate. They have their own financial institutions in China. Longbridge has 8 research and development centers, and these are among the largest and most advanced. Every single Longbridge product that you're going to be introduced to today Longbridge has invested years of research into manufacturing the products. Now, most of these products have patents, especially in China and in so many other countries as well. These are some of the companies Longbridge manufacture for. I'm sure you can recognize some names here. Now, these are our OEM clients. What does this tell you? The state-of-the-art manufacturing plants from which these products are manufactured are the same plants from which the same products that we are going to be introducing to you today are manufactured from. These are some of the research centers. We have one in America, we have one in Japan, we have one in France, and we have the rest of them in China, all attending to different research functions and different research bases as well. This is an image of our manufacturing plant in China. Okay, this is the exterior at the top here, and we have the interior here. I have actually taken a tour of this factory 3 times. I've been to China 3 times, and I've taken a tour of this factory every time I've been. And I would like to say here that this factory is so good that it serves as a tourist center in China. What that means is that when you go to Suzhou, to Jiangsu, which is the province, Jiangsu province, and you're asking, okay, what are the nice things to see? What are the places to see? What are the tourist centers? This is one of the places you're going to be taken to, and you have to pay to tour the factory, to see the automation. This here is a robot arm. A patent for this utility is actually owned and manufactured by Longbridge. Longbridge is also building a manufacturing center here in Nigeria at the Lekki Free Trade Zone. This is what the prototype is supposed to look like. You know, the architect's design. I'm not an architect, so forgive me. These are some of the images we got from the architect. A few weeks ago, we had our flag raising at our manufacturing plant in Lekki. This is the current image of what the manufacturing center looks like. A lot has been done. We have a lot of people currently working to make sure that by February next year, this plant is up and running. Now, this was a flag raising ceremony where at a manufacturing plant in Lekki. So Longbridge is not just here just to help us live healthy, but to give back to the society by erecting this strong manufacturing center. And now let me tell you something. This manufacturing plant is going to employ hundreds to thousands of people. And you and I, if we do have any original products that we have been working on a small scale, your partnership with Longbridge can help you scale up your product. Be it cosmetics, whatever. Longbridge is, you're going to hear some of the products that we are big in. Someone is going to tell you about the products. So you can actually partner with Longbridge and they can manufacture for you. And I can tell you already, we have signed some contracts with top multinationals for manufacturing from this company, from this plant. This is our chairman, an amazing man. His CV is huge. You can actually just Google Zuziwei and you can get as much information on him as possible. Now, where am I today? I'm 6 years old. By 30th of November, I'm going to be 6 years old on this platform. 6 years since I met Longbridge. 6 years since I started this opportunity. And I can tell you that most of those dreams that I had before Longbridge, which my lecturing job could not help me fulfill, Longbridge has helped me fulfill them. First, healthy living. Most of my health issues are now a thing of the past. The only time I go to the hospital now is for my kids, maybe just for vaccination. I have time freedom. I had to resign from lecturing 2 years after I started this business opportunity. And I am excited because now my kids see me whenever they want to see me. And I have a happy marriage. I'm called a value-added wife. Because I work from home, I get paid every week, my husband gets paid, my kids get paid. We don't fight about money anymore because now the only discussion we have is not where to get money, but what to do with the money. We talk about investment, we talk about our future, we talk about our retirement. I'm able to help out. I'm able to travel the world free, all expenses paid on this platform. I'm able to help as many people as possible. I have a large team, and outside my team, I'm even helping people. I'm giving people fish. I'm also teaching people how to fish. I've already started leaving a legacy for my children, something that will pay them, something that will help them, even when I am not here. My dream to run a best-in-class research center is in progress, and it's about to happen. I see a bright future. I see a future 5-10 years from now where I can fulfill my research center dreams, where I can help more people live healthy and discover this gold mine, especially stay-at-home moms like me. I'm looking forward to a future where I am going back into the university to lecture, as not for money, but just for fun, because I love teaching and I love educating people. I'm looking forward to retiring early and just traveling the world, spend 6 months in one country and another 6 months in another country. I'm only 39, and I'm looking forward to it. If I retire at 50, I would have more than enough to enjoy the rest of my life without having to work. I'm looking forward to be an even better wife and a better mom for my kids, being there for them when they need me, running the home, and just making sure that whatever that is needed, I provide. I'm looking forward to becoming, on this platform, one of the best 5-star directors. So I just want to say thanks for listening to me. I'm going to be handing you over to the next person who will be telling you more of her story. I hope my story was interesting. All right, Mrs. Murphy, take it away. Give me a minute. Let me unmute you. Mrs. Murphy, are you here? Over to you.
Okay, hi everyone, good morning. Doc, I honestly did not want you to stop. I actually wanted to sign up again and start afresh. Thank you. Your story always inspires me and always makes me want to do more. So good morning everyone. I have limited time here to talk, so I hope I can give my best. I want to apologize for not using my video. This is totally unlike me, but I had a little power shortage, and I just found myself coming here on time, and so I couldn't do anything. So pardon me and bear with me. I put a picture here that shows me smiling, so hopefully you see that I'm smiling right back at you, and I hope my story inspires someone. So my name is Uchenna Mofunaya, but I am known as Mrs. Murphy, and I would like to tell you my story. So I'm a wife and a mother of 3 amazing children. My first child is in the secondary school. My second and third child are still in the primary school. And, I always, whenever I think about the university system in Nigeria, the strikes and all that, whenever I hold of what I can see, all I know is I have to make money. I have to do better. I want my kids to have a beautiful life, more than I did. So growing up, I always wanted to be a medical doctor. My first jams were on medicine and surgery, but I did not meet the cutoff mark for some reason. So I decided to use my beauty to start making money. I was a model. I did Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria. I was one of the finalists. That was in like 2006. So at that point, I actually decided not to disturb myself with the Nigerian admission system, because it was almost as if I needed to know somebody to get the course of my dream. Along the line, I met my husband, and by then I'd gotten admission to study pharmacy again. But then again, I changed my mind because I was really planning to get married, and I just felt, okay, let me just get married and enjoy my marriage. But then I decided to go back to school. And when I was going back to school, I thought to myself, what course can I do that would do? Because right now I wasn't thinking as a young lady anymore, oh, medicine and surgery, this and that. I was now thinking of, okay, I'm going to start having kids. What course can I study in the university that would give me a job whereby I'll have time for my kids? Because in as much as, yes, I love having nannies that can clean the house and all, but I always wanted to be there for my kids. Almost a similar story to Dr. ID. But So then I decided to go for chemistry education to study to become a teacher. Who does that, right? Yeah, but I just figured God was actually directing my path. So I studied education with the hope that once I'm done with that, I'll go for my MSc, go for my PhD and become a lecturer. That was actually my dream. And, I was excited about it. I did all that. And, when I finished from the university, I was hoping to get a job, get the teaching job of my dream. But when I saw the teaching salary, 25,000 naira, I said, 25,000 naira cannot fuel my car for 1 month. Like, so what exactly am I going to be doing? And I honestly did not want to waste my time. So I found myself in business and I started making money and I realized, oh, okay, business is good. But when you start touching some kind of money that you've never experienced in your life, your mindset, everything would change. While I was job hunting and job searching, I was invited to so many seminars, like come for this seminar, they were network marketing, and I dreaded it. I was like, me, God forbid, network marketing is not my thing. I don't do such. This is a babe that did not have money. I was saying I do not do such. Meanwhile, they were sharing their inspiring stories, how they traveled, how they did this. It wasn't language, by the way, but it just did not make sense. To me, they were bragging. They were just trying to market me. They cannot get me. See, Connie man, they cannot get me. And then I found myself, okay, so I had this friend, Lily, and she told me, okay, babes, there's this language thing. Are you interested? And I was at a point where I was making money. I was comfortable. And I was like, okay, fine. I had money to play around. So I was like, sure. She now said that, don't worry, any amount you put, they will give you money, they'll give you products worth the amount. So I was like, oh, really? Okay. So meaning, even if the so-called long reach thing does not work, I'm not going to I'm not going to buy body cream and soap until I exhaust the one I have at home. So to me, it was a win-win either way. Like I wasn't losing anything. So I met Dr. ID and she told me how her son earns. But when she mentioned that, I just looked at myself. I said, when I got married, though, as in there was no inheritance waiting for me, or rather, there is no inheritance waiting for me. But this woman to say her son is earning, that means there is something here for me. And to be honest, that was why I joined this business. I joined, and a few weeks after I joined, I had an accident. I was almost in a ghastly motor accident. A truck hit me on the road with my mom. We sustained terrible injuries. My face was scarred. You can see the picture on your screen. That is after the accident. You can see how hot and clean I'm looking. I'm going to tell you what happened. So I had the accident. My mom was badly injured. I was badly injured. And a week before, Dr. Ivy had just delivered my products to me. So I was like, okay, this long reach safe. Okay, the almighty long reach with all the things they said about their product. Let me try them out. And I started using the Atro. Now the Atro was an amazing, because I used to have this lumbar spondylitis, like waist issues, terrible waist issues. So with the accident, it became worse. My legs were almost broken. So with the Atro was able to help. It was more like I don't want to say it cured, but it was more like a repair, more like replenishing my cells. It was just fixing. It was like a fixer. And I figured, okay, not bad. I tried to try the calcium, because we all know what calcium does. Calcium is for strong bones and teeth. If you used to watch all those milk adverts in those days, you will hear calcium for strong bones and teeth. So I took the calcium. The calcium worked well for me. And then I told my mom, Mommy, these products are working well for me. I need to send you your own products and register you with the products I'm sending to you, so that you can also use them to heal your own wounds. And then my pretty face had some scars. I was like, hey, God, am I going to be wearing a mask? And then that was when I found the rejuvenating cream. That cream is my go-to cream. If that cream is scarce, I can travel to China. I will borrow money, travel to China to buy that cream, just to buy one bottle and come back. That's how much I love the cream. So I use the rejuvenating lotion alongside the Fsd cream. It cleared my scars. In fact, everybody was surprised when they saw my before and after picture within 2 weeks. I don't know if you can remember, Doc, my before and after picture within 2 weeks. And then I had terrible swellings on my feet. I did not know what to do, because the drugs they were giving me was not doing anything. They were piling at the hospital. They gave me so many drugs, and I hate swallowing drugs. And then I remember that they said the panty liner can actually help with pain and swellings. So I activated the panty liner. So now it's crazy, right? Panty liner, something you should wear in your pants to protect yourself down there. I'm using it for a swelling. Yes, I put it on all the swelling part, the parts of my leg that swell up and my hand that swell up. Every day I did that judiciously, and as if it drained the water in my body. Within, like, my recovery was really fast. Like, a truck actually hit me, not hit my car, hit me. And within less than a month, I was walking. In fact, we had a seminar. I went to Dr. ID. They were surprised because I was dancing. I was still limping, but I was able to dance. So the products have been amazing. And with that, I completely fell in love with the products. Not that anybody said, Mrs. Murphy, this is what this does. I used literally every product by myself, and testimonies have been amazing. Now, my dad always used to have this high blood pressure, like it would just spike out of the blues. And then, okay, I gave him berry oil just as a supplement. I honestly did not know that the berry oil, and I gave it to him, and he's telling me like, his pressures hasn't gone up in over a month. I'm like, what? Are you serious? I chartered more berry oils. In fact, I used berry oil to register my dad. And thankfully, he now earns, he's like a weekly earner. My mom is a weekly earner. So even the money I was making from my business and I was pushing to give them as monthly salary was now able to handle, Longreach was now able to sort that department for me. And I am really grateful. I know I have overshot my time and I'm going to be rounding up now. Now, so I got these amazing products, right? And everything was going well. And then now, guess what happened to me? Karma happened to me, but in a good way. All those people I gossiped and yabs that were saying bobo gisting, that were giving me stories of how they traveled to this place and traveled to that place, and they were showing me pictures that I thought were photoshopped. Guess what? Within 4 months of joining the business, I qualified for a trip. As if that was not enough, 7 months down the line, I qualified for a car. 9 months down the line, I qualified for another trip. This is so, how do I look those people in the face? I literally had to put out a post on social media to apologize. I said, I am sorry if I ever insulted your business. I am sorry, forgive me. And now, 15 months down the line, I qualified for another car. Like, I don't know what else is amazing. I am excited. I wish you could see my face. I'm literally red, but this just goes to show that this business works. It can work for you. Your children are going to be weekly earners. My kids are weekly earners. I'm a Diamond 6. I am one rank away from becoming the star director. I am excited. And I know that if you are not a member here, please key into this business. Forgive yourself for the bad things you said about network marketing. We will forgive you already. Just come on board. Thank you for having me, Dr. ID. Sorry for overshooting my time.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for your story. I also I really do connect to your story. Every time you tell the story, I just say, oh my God, thank you for such an amazing opportunity. You know, you got the products at the right time and you got your repairs, your healthy repairs, your skin repairs, just from using daily care products, less medication, just products. I'm so happy for you. Thanks for sharing. And I can see you're still glowing. I know if I could give you time, you would tell us about all the arrays of products that we have in Longreach and the amazing things you do. I would like to tell all our guests here, if you want to know more about Longreach, the Longreach products, you can simply do a search. You can go to our Longreach website, or you can just do a Google search and you can get information on our array of products. We currently have over 60 in Nigeria, and we're not talking about supplements. We're talking about everything you use every day, from your soap, toothpaste, body cream, mouthwash, mouth freshener, roll-on, mosquito repellent, even hand cream. I can imagine how many times you've washed your hands in the last 8 to 9 months since the pandemic started. How do you repair the lost nutrients? How do you repair the damage to your skin? How do you replenish the lost nutrients? The Longreach products can help you do that. Right, so the next person that will be sharing her story with us is Dumebi. Dumebi, over to you. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm so excited. I'm having so much fun. I don't want you to stop talking. It's been so, it's been a wonderful opportunity. So a few years back, I'm a banker, I'm a fashion designer, and I do so many other things. But some years back, of course, when you have your first degree, it's not enough. right? And you just want to do more. So I decided to do my master's degree. Of course, when you are earning that salary, it seems like it's fantastic, it's enough, until you decide to do something extra. And I said, let me do my master's degree. And all of a sudden, the money seemed like it was not there. I'm like, I'm supposed to have this money, but I'm trying to catch up. I'm meeting my husband. I'm waiting for him to send me money for the month. If he doesn't send money for my like, but you go to work, you have your money, you have your salary. What are you doing with your money? And I'm just there, like, trying to explain, like, guy, I'm paying fees. Don't you get? I have kids. I'm doing this. I'm trying to explain, but it's not even adding up. It doesn't jive. You understand? Like, I'm trying to say, okay, I got this amount, I use this on this, but something doesn't balance. And you're like, please just help me. You know, it got to a point that I had issues with my car. I was in my parents' house that day. I can remember this clearly. I had issues with my car AC. I tried fixing it. I fixed it. They'll take 20K, 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 20K. So that I paid so much, 20K. And this particular day in my account, I did not have money. And the mechanic calls me and is like, we need about 20K for this. And I broke down in tears. I literally broke down in tears. And my dad was like, why are you crying? For what? For money? Like, I couldn't bring myself to go and ask that, please, could you give me 20K for this? Like I was tired. No, like, you have begged and asked and asked. Even if, yes, it's family, but it gets to a point that you are shy. Like, you have a master's degree now and you are still begging. Well, because I had to pay back the loan I took for the master's degree. It wasn't enough. Fast forward, I heard about language. Yes, I've heard it all. They tell you do this, do that. I've gone for this presentation. I've gone for all that. And I'm like, okay, let's see. And they told me about the business. I was like, okay, we'll see what we can do. Let's think about it. And I thought. But when I started by, okay, let me try out what they said I should try. Let me use this and use that. But what has made long reach opportunity fantastic? When I realized that, of course, we are looking for another way to earn. So of course, in that state of you don't have money to pay your AC, trying to pay your loan, you're trying to you're trying to pay and buy stuff for your children. Okay, the husband is already paying the fees and all that. So yours is just a small part. Buy their clothes and feed them, feed the baby. Try and do that alone and add value. But I couldn't even do that. I looked for other ways. Okay, where? Okay, this one, you do this one, I do this. When I heard about long reach, I said, okay, how can this work for me? And I realized that long reach has so many ways I could earn. Like, you can earn from this part, you can earn from here, you can earn from here. You have so many options. But when I got in there, as like Mrs. Murphy said, it all looks like they're trying to just get you in there. Let's see what she can do for. When I got in there and I realized that, look, this is not the same. It's not the same as what you've heard. You need to understand that this is not what they have, that it wasn't all lies. They actually mean it. And when I started, I used the products. And I said, okay, let me tell, because first of all, I had very bad teeth, and I had chronic dandruff. When I mean chronic, and everything starts. And it worked for me. And I told my friends I had the same situation. And they came and they started using the products. And guess what? I started getting alerts. I was like, just because I told them to come and use shampoo, just shampoo and toothpaste that's helped my teeth. My mom was like, this toothpaste is the best. She started telling people, I'm like, because of shampoo and toothpaste. Hey, I said, okay, let's start. And I realized that long reach was paying me for providing a service. What was that service? Telling people about their products, telling people about what they do, telling people that, look, these guys are here to help you live a better life, a healthy life. It is embarrassing when you wash your hair in the salon and they want to make the hair and they're still dusting dandruff off your hair. I mean, nobody will put you in public. They will, as in, like, you have to be hidden. Like, I started doing home service. I stopped going to salon because it was so embarrassing. Like, when you go to say, auntie, you don't wash your hair. I've washed it too. Boy, dirty now. They keep dusting and using comb to, like, it's so. So I ended up doing my hair in my house. I started doing just strictly home service. I want to braid wherever I want to do that before I cut my hair because I just wanted to look, pretty now. But proud to my low cost, as in, you can't make your hair in public. It was bad. It was dangerously, irritatingly bad. But that helped me. I started helping my friends and we all started getting paid. I didn't really tell them anything. They're like, is it just because I bought this shampoo and I told them? So we started buying these things and we started trying out their products. The soap is fantastic. The products are, the sanitary part have very heavy flow, by the way, and the sanitary part is fantastic. Everything I've used from Longreach, I have used every single product apart from the male. I've not used the male products personally, but every other thing that Longreach has to offer, I have used them, and they are interesting. So Longreach pays me for telling people to come and use their products. Okay, use their shampoo, use their toothpaste, use their soap, use everything, and get paid. And honestly, I've been getting paid for the past 15 months, every week. And guess what? When my friends that use those products tell other people to use the products, they get paid, I get paid. So like, I'm getting paid, like me, like I open the gates for you to come into the compound. You come in, you tell me thank you. The person that comes after you tells me thank you. Like, I'm getting thanked for everybody that comes in through that gate. It's as simple as that. I'm getting paid a percentage. And guess what? The more people are buying the products to enjoy themselves, I'm getting paid because I told them about the products. So Longreach pays me fantastic. And I also realized something else, right? That Longreach even paid me when I was buying something. Like, got to a point that I bought some things. I was like, okay, let me just buy some other products on the side. I just want to stock up bulk. And they gave me something as well. I'm like, man, I was like, can I get enough? I mean, as in like, my husband knows I don't. When the other day I went to the market and I was like, okay, I bought meat worth 15K. I bought this over there. I said, you didn't ask for money. I said, I'm fine. I'm doing well. I'm good. And we're like, really? He said, Longreach money. I said, yeah, Sugar Daddy's paying me well. And guess what? My husband also gets paid. My kids get paid. So apart from the fact that I don't disturb him for money, he's also getting value from the work that we do. Getting value from the fact that people are using the products. My kids don't even know. When I ask them now, we're like, I'm a Diamond 2 leader. They know that they are leaders. Just because people are using their products and they are getting paid every week. Today, I got my alerts. I got the alert for my kids. And of course, I always get feedback from every other person. I got an alert, so thank you. So Longreach is paying me, paying my family, paying everybody I have given this opportunity to start the business. So Longreach pays in. You need to get a hang of how many ways Longreach pays. I mean, it is so much. If I start now, we'll be here till tomorrow. And I want to conclude with this. Longreach is a buffet. Only you determines when you are satisfied. If you say you are satisfied at earning 1 million a month, I'm not satisfied at 1 million a month. I want to get to the point that my account is so heavy. I was telling my husband yesterday, I said, can't, as in like, we'll just chill. They'll be like, babes, pack a bag, we're going to the Maldives for the weekend. I want that type, as in I need that type of life. Like I've been through a lot. As in like all those period I was crying for 20K. I don't want.
I think her network has just stopped her. Hello, Dumebi, can you still hear us? Oh no, so sorry. Oh God, that was an interesting story. Okay, I think she's back. Dumebi, your network paused. Yes, you can round up now.
Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. So there are so many opportunities in the business. Like you want to live that fantastic lifestyle. I wake up today and say, oh, can we just spend the weekend at Seychelles and we'll come back on Sunday night? Just, I think we all want that life. And why not? Why can't you? So just take whatever you want from the buffet. Take as much as you want. Take whatever you want. You want little, you want small, you want the full package. You can have it all with Longreach. And please go back to whoever invited you to this presentation and ask them more. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope I've been able to show you how happy I am for this Longreach opportunity. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Dumebi. I mean, when you were just saying that Maldives thing in my mind, I was just like, okay, I've been there, done that. You know, it's a dream I always had. You know, wanted to like one day say, okay, honey, you know what, we're traveling. I remember there was one Christmas and we were living in Lagos. Then I currently live in Abuja, for those who don't know. We're living in Lagos and my husband just says, I want us to go home for the weekend, but man, the school fees in January is going to be mad. I mean, we can't do that. I'm like, honey, we are going. How much is it going to cost? We did the mathematics and I transferred the money to him. My husband was blown, like for the flight and their hotel accommodation. I'm like, let's do this. Why am I doing a business? Why did I choose this path? It's so that I can have that money for us to do that. Like I said, we're planning another vacation this Christmas and we've already budgeted it. We're doing it halvesies, 50-50. This is the life I've always wanted to. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not fighting with him anymore of who is going to bring 10K or 20K. We don't, I told him, do not bother with the monthly feeding money. Don't, because I have a long reach code for that particular housekeeping. So any money that goes into that account is for the housekeeping. I have my personal account. We have a joint code. So that's one thing about this platform. Like you said, is a buffet. You just feed and feed. Just choose what you want. I've chosen freedom. I've chosen to continue to get more. I've chosen to go beyond ₦1 million a month. I am eyeing 10 million naira a month, and it's very possible. And so if you dream big, and I tell you, by the time you get to even your 5th year, you're going to get more of those. Answer, we want to hear your amazing story. Over to you.
Good morning. My name is Ansa, and it's just been an exciting journey. Albeit slow. Some days, some do, it will come together in ways we cannot expect. You just have to be patient. I was a banker for 7 years, and I totally loved my banking experience. I was doing very well, but I'm also a very restless person. So the day I decided to resign, I stood in the middle of my office. I called my husband. I said, you know what? I'm done. And he knows me and he says, okay, come home. And I said, no, I'm done, but I'm going to resign properly. So I finished from there. I tried catering. I presently make clothes. And it is during one of our clothes making sessions that I met Dr. Heidi. She used to make clothes with me. And one thing I noticed about her is her excessively glowing skin, bright eyes, clear teeth, fine hair. When she comes in, I'll just be looking, can somebody be so glossy black and beautiful? And now it so happened that my daughter had severe allergic reactions. She's allergic to eggs, and we have battled skin issues. We've gone everywhere, international. She has dermatologists in the UK and US. Then I know how much we were spending on visits. Once we're going for a holiday, the first stop is always with her skin doctor, and issues, all sorts of creams, and her table was filled with all sorts of creams and ointments. We'll just get relief for like a few days, and then the next thing it erupts again. She just perceive egg, it will erupt. So I said to myself, if somebody can be so dark and her skin is on point, let me just ask. I remember telling Dr. Heidi that my daughter's skin is such a mess. What do you use? How can I help her? And she said to me, you know what? When I come back from South Africa, you were going to South Africa, Dr. Heidi. I said, when I come back, that we will talk about Longreach. And by the way, I was making her shebi to go to South Africa, but for me, once you say net, I have taken off, like my ears will just block, first of all. So I had people that have come with opportunities for network business. In fact, so many, and I bounced them. I will just keep one face like, please be done and be gone. So she said, when I come back, I'm going to talk to you. But in the interim, try using these products before I come back. And I'm not going to sell them to you. I'm going to generate a code for you. And then you just use these products and let's share your experience. Brethren, I use this cream just 2 weeks. Now, look at my skin. I mean, how can my skin be like this? Of course, after. And then my own daughter's skin is looking really, really, really sad. Like I'm talking about thick, scaly, dark, unrepentant skin. So in 2 weeks of using one of the products, her skin broke. Like her skin broke. And you could see the baby skin under, and it was terrible. And in just 2 weeks, everybody around me started asking me, what are you using? What do you have? What are you using for Michelle? How is her skin becoming, the way it is? Then I had friends that once they traveled, they'll go and bring, oh, you know what? I talked to my doctor and she said we should try this. People, all sorts of people following me with different kinds of products. So I Steadily, by the third week, my husband said to me, what did you find for Michelle? So I said, oh, some company, of course not believing that anything good was going to come out of this new relationship. So, oh, some company, I picked products from one of my customers and she says we should try it. Obviously, it's working. And he said, I don't even want to hear. He gave me 1 million. He said, go and chatter. I said, chatter the cream. That's to tell you how much we have suffered. He said, chatter that thing. I don't want to hear that Chinese company has packed their luggage and gone, and then we don't have cream for this young woman. Let us even know. Anyway, do you know that was how somebody registered under me? And I just started falling in love with the different products. I started exploring products. Note, I started this business, and for like 5-6 months, I was not talking to anybody. I didn't know Jack. All my own was products, so that almost busting my brain here. Like, how can things just be happening around me? Then one day, I went to visit Dr. ID. She had come back and she had come to talk to, we had talked. One of my partners has just joined now after almost, after 2 years. And she had come to talk to us like, this is what we should be doing. And she was talking and I was like, how? Please, let me do. And, but it did not catch me then. Then I entered one of her seminars, Dr. Idi's seminars. I went to the Dynasty Center to see her about something. It was also clothes related. And I sat down at a corner and I listened. And for the first time ever, my head just did backgam, like it hit me from left and right. And something just clicked and I knew without a shadow of a doubt that this is what I was going to enjoy doing. So that chance meeting, because I trust me, when I entered there and she told me to give her some time, she's in a seminar, and I sat down, my brain was in a very different location. But when this thing entered me, I remember waking up by 4 a.m. that morning with clear understanding of what I needed to do. And that's how my path started. These products I'm talking about, okay, how crazy is going for my annuals last year, January, and my doctor says to me, oh, that is fibroid in the corner. I'm like, oh, but we've never recorded fibroids ever. He says, oh, there it is, and he does the scan right there. So I sent my sister, who's a doctor, I sent her the picture. I said, oh, that's, yes, certainly fibroid, and it looks a little bit big. How long has it been there? We didn't know, because the previous year, I did not have any fibroids. And so he says to me, come back in 6 months, let us just check it out to know if it is growing too fast, or if it is growing at all, or if there's a concern, or if there's something we have to do. Do you know that by July when I went, he searched and searched and searched and searched. And I said to him, no, doctor, look well. Maybe you're not checking well. I said, and he says, Mrs. Okorafor, your uterus is too clean. He used those words. He said, your uterus is too clean. What I do know was that previously, I was clotting a lot during my monthlies, and I was bleeding a lot sometimes. So let me assume that I was clearing out, so then I talk about the toothpaste, are you talking about the deodorants? Is it the supplements? Please, can somebody just pop something for me there? How is my skin reporting? Like, how some people, I say this and I say it not even with, I'm not modesto when I'm talking about long reach products. I do not shame shy or anything. When you have sun, we're in the hot seasons now. The sun rays are all over the place. Yes, baby, we're glowing like crazy right now. And then people are right behind me. And then all of a sudden you see CCs flying up and down. They're trying to enter shade. You look right, you look left. Some yellow people are trying to disappear into shades. What do? I just step out. Because by then, my rejuvenating lotion, how many of you have taken time to notice that after you use rejuvenating lotion, for like 2-3 days after, you have sparkles on your skin? How many of us have noticed that? So when you stand in the sun, I'm glowing, baby. Yeah, thank you. When you stand in the sun and then you do that and you just be forming flex, nothing you're doing in that sun, no, but somebody is going to mention it. What are you using? And that starts an introduction. There are so many ways to enter this business. You can come in as a full-blown partner. You want to be a distributor. You can come in as a product user. You can come in just because you want to follow us and feel among with this product. There is something for everybody. Do you know that you can come in with just a little money And then you begin to grow, add on every other month, every other week. I tell people, I remember then when we're coming back from work, we'll branch one of the supermarkets. I'm not advertising anybody's supermarket right now. They are not paying me money. You branch one of the supermarkets, you just want to buy toothpaste, you want to buy chin-chin, you want to buy plantain chips, you want to just shy, you want to branch because you want to collect something. And then one day you did not go. Second day, you did not go. By the third day, when you go, maybe the security man, because I'm a woman of, I'm a creature of habits, yes. So I always park in a particular place. By the time the security man comes, auntie, we did not see you yesterday, day before. I said, okay, somebody has taken notes. They did not say because they did not see me, they are going to give me something. No. Oh, auntie, you did not come. Oh, it's okay, I wasn't feeling too good. That is where it ends. But can you imagine entering your Longreach supermarket and picking up just one product and spreading it across board? And just because you picked a product, somebody somewhere, somehow is going to be paid. Just because you opened your mouth and talked to one or two people about your Longreach business, let's not even say Longreach business, just because you said, switch your brand. That means that all those sad looking products, they're so sad now. I tell people, are you washing away your PV? Like you're taking a bath. Have you looked at the soap you're using? That means you're washing away PV. That means that you could actually have been buying soap and earning from it. Please, can somebody say, like a big hallelujah somewhere for realizations and revelations that come to pass? Because when you look in your household, if you look in your shelves, you're going to see that every single thing you need, from supplements, hallelujah, thank you, from supplements to body care to baby, we had that shut down. We had a shutdown, and then all of a sudden you're seeing women with big stomachs. I was counting down for them. I said it won't be long. After the shutdown comes the lockdown. That means that we even have baby products, baby cream, diaper, powder, wash. It is all available for everybody. Which side are you looking for? Then let me share another story, Father Lord. The time has gone. Let me share one more story before I cap it up. When I was in the bank, this is how high my heels used to be, like 6 inches, 5 inches. I will stand on them plus my mini skirt. Then one day, I was bending and my back just scattered. Multiple slipped discs. For 7 months, I was out of commission. I used to sleep on the bare floor. I had to travel for surgery. I had a little surgery in a London hospital. And thereafter, for almost every 3-4 months, I was going for a review. Do you know the cost implications? And thereafter, after some time, how sometimes this money does not enter the way it used to enter before. That means you first of all arrange yourself before you go for your checkups. Then we went to village, and Abia Road just started the leftover of my back somewhere at some point. It was a miserable life. Multiple slip discs. I could not wear heels. I could not do anything. I would stand for 1 minute. I would start looking like an old woman, holding my waist and just feeling sad and feverish all out. Then I started taking Arthro. When I started taking Arthro, it did not take 2 months for me to get relief that passed all understanding. This is that I already started seeing a chiropractor here in Lagos. So if you saw my scans when I was seeing him, if you saw my x-rays and you compare my x-rays then to what I have now I've climbed back my 6 inches. Oh, I don't mess around with my shoes, but the relief I have felt, and I do not question myself before I climb shoes on. Like before that, I'll carry slippers or sandals because I just want to enter a place and wear my slippers. But what am I saying is that there's every single reason to partner with the company, because not only are you getting the benefits of amazing products, but you are getting paid every single time, every single week. In fact, if you want to be paid every day, you will be paid every day. That means that you've arranged yourself with multiple accounts, and then you know where you're chucking yourself somehow. So I tell you, it is a good experience. I could go on and on and on, but let me just hold myself with 2 hands right now and leave the floor for the next person. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. I love that. Your story is always impressive, right from Michelle's skin all the way to the sleep disc. Anytime I hear that, I'm like, wow. I also have, I suffered a sleep disc after my first baby, and it's the Arthro that's really helped me get back on my feet. Amazing products. And to think that you can just start the business by just buying products and getting a code, or you can decide to just go all in and, start the business. However, you can just get started and you're going to get paid, like our previous speaker said, just by sharing your experience with the product with other people. Thanks for that. All right, so we have our final speaker. Last but not the least, I call her the future star director. She's so close to becoming our next celebrated star director in the Long Beach in the Dynasty team. And I would like her to share her story with us. Over to you, Lizzie Simire. Over to you.
Hi, Doc. Good morning, everyone. Good morning this evening. Good to be here. I'm so excited. All of the panelists, you know, it feels actually like starting all over again. Thank you very much for staying on. Okay, a quick one. My name is Lizzie Simire. I am an entrepreneur and a brand partner with Longreach Bioscience International. I'm also a lifestyle coach. I take pleasure in making people feel better of themselves, particularly women, and I help them achieve more out of life by showing them a better way to living their dreams. Now, I was born to my beautiful parents, though of blessed memory. I'm the 8th and the last child. And I had my first degree from Delta State University. And before then, I did a diploma course in mass communication. And after that, I also went for my master's in international law and diplomacy, UNILAG. It might sound like this person is, what happened? I was kicked out. Hello?
You can see you now. We can hear you. Go ahead.
So it might appear like this person is unethical, but truth is, I am not unethical. So I started off, I got my first job, not really my first job, but I worked EcoCool Solutions for some years. And I worked as a client service personnel. At some time before then, I also did a bit of teaching. And just in October this year, I took a bow from my job. Okay, reason being that my weekly earnings from this platform called Longreach, you know, has surpassed my monthly salaries. And so how did I come about Longreach? Yes, I watched my parents, you know, my parents of blessed memory. They lived from paycheck to paycheck. Very hard for 35 years. They were civil servants. You know, they worked very hard. And then after 35 years, I noticed they, you know, just went like their health crashed. So we're always, you know, carrying them from one hospital to another, finding a way out. And it wasn't a very interesting one, actually. Yes, my mom had a bit of glory because her pension was coming in regularly, but my dad didn't really enjoy that, okay? So they retired to ill health. And I looked at them, I said to myself, no, I don't want this for me. I don't want anything that will so tie me down, you know, that I will not be able to take care of my health. You know, so I was looking out for something, you know, that would set me free, so to say. And I would say that I was hungry because at the time I was very, very broke, even though I was still in my 9-to-5 job, but I was really, really broke. And I hated the idea of salaries. When I got to know about this platform called Longreach, and Dr. Ivy told me that, you see, on this platform, you can earn on a weekly basis. I was amazed. I said, wow. And then she gifted me a pack of panty liner. At the time, I had issues with my hip bone and my left ankle. And I used that panty liner because I was actually protecting against infection. But guess what happened? Within 2 weeks, I got relief from my hip bone pain and my ankle pain. And I went back to wearing my high shoes and wedges. I was really, really very, excited. And I went all out. I told myself, I said, look, on this product, I'm going to speak out to tell people about this product. As many people are willing to hear me out, I will tell them how, good these Longreach products are. And then again, at a point in our lives, I found out that, our finances were not really regular, the recession and all of that. And then I suggested to my husband that, you see, we have to take our child away from the private school to a public school, which we did. Thank God he agreed with me, and we did. It wasn't a good one. It wasn't a good feeling, okay? And I know what it did to my daughter's psychic at the time, but I had to do a lot of talking to her, for her to, keep up with the situation. And then we went on like that. Yes, I was angry at the fact that I couldn't afford vacations, because before then we used to go on vacations as a family. But at a time, it became my husband alone going on vacation. And this is me who loves traveling. I also hated absolute dependence on anyone, be it my husband or anybody. I hated it, So I was really hungry at, having an opportunity that would take me from being dependent or being not fulfilling my dreams to, a platform where I can fulfill my dreams. So I wanted to be relevant, actually. I wanted to be relevant to my world. At the time, my hunger brought me to Longreach. And joining Longreach was like turning my situation 360 degrees. Yes, I live in a suburb of Lagos, which is actually Ogun State part of Lagos, as in it's closer to Lagos. But then I noticed that if I'm going to share the Longreach opportunity in my area at the time, people will discourage me. So I took my business out of my suburb, out of my area. But the only thing I did was to make sure that everybody within me or around me knew that I was doing Longreach. But I never, bothered to tell them to come and join the business, okay? So I went all out in church, in the malls, public transportation, anywhere I find myself, in parties. And one thing I was doing was gifting the Longreach product when I have opportunity to go to parties, So all of these brought me my first set of sign-ups. And it was amazing because within 1 month, I started earning on a weekly basis, even though it was, in trickles, as in it was small at the time. But I got to understand after several trainings and seminars that this business will take you from small to big to large and to largest. And we kept going like that. And today, the story is different. And a business which I started by myself and just registering my immediate family members, because the company actually asks that you register only 3 people out of the pool of people in the whole world, only 3. So the first thing I did was get my 3 family members on board, and then I started, showing other people the business. And the business I started by myself, my 3 member of families alone. Today, as I speak to you, we are over 6,000 members in my team. What does that tell me? That tells me and you that no matter how bleak the future might look at this time, this is a business where you don't need to play God. You don't need to see the end from the beginning. Just plug in and start. I liked what one of the panelists said, maybe She said, it's a business where you open a door. It's like opening an everlasting door. And then as people keep coming in to buy from the shop, you get paid, for crying out loud. You get paid. It will metamorphose into a time where you will not even know these people. You don't know the people in your team, and you get paid. Friends, this business is awesome. It might not be the best, but we sure have. Yeah. So I was saying that it might not be the best, but we sure have, a better way. We sure have a better way. So if you're here on this call right now and you're thinking, is this really for me? Yes, I would say it's for you, because you use the soap to bathe every day. You brush every day. If you're a woman, you use your sanitary pad. As a woman, you cook, even as a man. So there are different things. Your aged parents, they need supplements. So this business is actually for anybody. It cuts across gender, qualifications, and all of that. Children earn on this platform, even unborn children, they earn from this platform. You just live a good life. The future is very bright for me here. The future is very bright. My daughter, I am looking forward to a time, very near future, very, very near, where with the proceeds she has gotten, because she earns weekly, just as my husband earns and myself, I'm looking forward to giving her the best of education after now, to cover for those dark times that I had to remove her from a high, paid private school to a public school. You see the gap, So the future is absolutely bright on this call, on this platform. So please make out a plan. If you're hearing me for the first time, or you are hearing about Long Reach for the first time, make out a plan between the first year you're joining to 5 years from when you're joining, and you'll be amazed where you'll be. Thank you very much. Let me close by saying that the secrets of great men are in their stories. We have heard great stories this evening. We cannot all be telling lies. These are stories that are particular, or unique to the different people who said their stories. So please go ahead, reach out to whoever, invited you here today, and get started. Before you get started, please tell that person, thank you. Just give some, gratitude to the person who invited you. Thank you, Dr. Ivy.
Thank you so much, my FSD. Leaders, you hear why I call her the FSD. So life was so tough with her growing up, trying to take care of her parents. And then life became tougher, even with the child. She had to pull her child out of a private school into a public school because of finances. And today, in the near future, she is already going to leverage this platform to give the daughter the best of education. A lot of us have our challenges. A lot of us have our issues in life. But guess what? This is one platform that can help move you. We have so many stories of zero to hero. You may not be at zero right now. You may be at hero right now. But how about the people around you? Are they at hero? And even if you are not at hero, but you're comfortable, how about tomorrow? How about your children? What is your plan? I can tell you this, it's not as difficult as it sounds, and it's not easy either. There's a simple process and there's a structure. All you just need to do is to say, you know what, I'm just going to sample these products. I'm just going to hear more about this business. Show me a projection. What does the future look like for me in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years with this opportunity? Go back to whoever invited you and say, just show me the projection. I want to know what the future looks like in the next 2 years, in the 5 years. If I want to be a partner of this company, what do I start to benefit? I can promise you, you're going to tell your story in a better way than we have told, because we all have our different experiences with this business. Like, it's a buffet. So you're going to take what you want and your experience is going to be different. But one thing is certain, products are amazing, lifestyle change, you can get to live all your dreams. So what are you waiting for? join us. Now, I'm going to look through the comments to see if there's any question, but I don't think there's any. And if you do have a question and you want to speak and not write your question in the comments, just raise your hands now. We will be shutting down in the next 5 minutes. Raise your hands just for questions, please. I'm looking through, I haven't seen any question here in the comments. Someone is asking, what can I use for blemish? Sorry, I don't know what you mean by blemish. Is it a skin issue? We might need to be clearer so we know what to recommend. I would also like to stress here that our products, actually, just like one of the speakers say, our products are not drugs. Our products are not healing products. They just help your body to self-repair and self-heal. They replenish the lost nutrients that your body must have lost, which is hindering your body from carrying out its job in the first place. So it assists your body in self-healing. So if you hear everybody saying, oh, I had a dental issue and now I have an amazing dentition, my dental issue is gone, it's a matter of the fact that it's either, for my own case, it was bleeding gum and it was an anti-inflammation. And the anti-inflammatory properties of the toothpaste that helped. So our products are great, but they don't replace the medical doctors and don't replace the hospitals. Okay, so she's responding, yes, it's a skin issue that looks like blackheads on the face and necks, but not blackheads. All right, so spots. It depends on what's the cause. We've had people who have just taken just one of our hormonal balance supplements. If it's a hormonal balance issue, there's someone that took the hormonal balance supplement and it took care of it. There are people that also testify to using a combination of the bamboo soap, the rejuvenating lotion to have that handled, or the bamboo soap and the snake oil, or the bamboo soap and the sod meal. So it depends on your skin. I would recommend you go back to whoever referred you to sample these products as well. All right, so yes, the recorded version is going to be shared, so you can share that as well. I'm just looking on Facebook now, and thank you so much, Facebook people. I can't seem to see any question on Facebook. I appreciate you all, and I want to thank you for being with us and sticking with us this 1 hour. I will say, go on and solve. We have a gold mine. We have a business case, and we do have a better way. Thank you so much for coming on board. I'll just give the speakers 1 minute each, just 1 minute each, not, in fact, 30 seconds to tell us a parting. So just give us your final thoughts, 30 seconds each. Ansa, let me start with you. I can see you. I'm not sure if we still have Dumebi and Mrs. Murphy here, but Ansa, can we have your final thoughts, please? Okay.
Okay, so I'll paint a scenario. Just imagine that you have a baby, even an unborn child, because we do have unborn children that have their codes. Just imagine that right from when that baby is born, that baby begins to earn. Our son is getting into the university. I know what's going down right now. So I've had thoughts that, oh my goodness, what if this child of mine had been earning on his code all these 18 years? Like, this would not even be happening right now. So Longreach is giving you an opportunity to build generational wealth, whether you're here or not. Those codes that are generated for you are transferable, and the last is not a question of this person is not doing the business again. In fact, there have been people that have stopped the business and somebody down their line just generated something activity and they get paid for it. So it is such an amazing business opportunity. All you have to do is learn the ropes. We learn daily. We are constantly broadening our horizon with knowledge on this platform. There is so much to benefit by being a partner. We have leaders who are willing to hold your hands and take you to the next level. We have leaders who are ready to push you and even leave you, to do what you want to. You grow at your pace. But when you see people around you that are actually growing, even, like doing great things, you'll be hungry to be more. And so let's look at the people that invited us, and let's also purpose in our hearts to be more and do more. Thank you.
Thank you. Dumebi, can we hear you?
Yes. So one question: is your account balance proud of you? Can you afford every single thing you want? If your answer is still no, which I'm sure all our answers are, why not do something to make that story change? Why not change your story by just taking a step in the right direction? Just by trying out some of these awesome products you've heard about. Why not do it for yourself, do it for your family, do it for your born and unborn children, your unborn grandchildren. Just do it and make the future you happy and proud of you. Welcome to Longreach.
Thank you so much. Mrs. Murphy.
Okay, hi everyone.
Hi.
So for me, what I want to say is I'm going to use a little experience. I always felt like a baby girl, but I never had the baby girl life. And that's because I wanted to make legit money. I never wanted any man. Even when I was single, I never took money from any man. Like, you cannot give me money. And then I'm at a point in my life whereby I can do as I please. On Father's Day, I literally gave my husband 1 million naira because I promised him I was taking him to China because I qualified for 2 slots. And China did not happen because of COVID. And his Father's Day gift was 1 million naira alert. It blew his mind. He almost ran mad. What I'm saying is, I don't know you. You don't know me. But one thing I can tell you is that as a woman, you derive the pride that comes with having your own, the pride that comes with owning your own. I don't know, some of you may come from very rich homes, but if you come from homes whereby you have to take care of your parents, then you would know that you cannot be asking your husband every day for money to give your mother paracetamol or to give your father drugs. No. Own it. Be a woman whereby you're, like maybe said, be proud of your account balance. Look at it and smile and go to bed. Not that your prayer point every day will be the same thing. Right now, our prayer point should be, God, I don't know if it is Banana Island or, I need direction. That's the kind of prayer point now, not casting and binding every day. So please, if you are yet to become a member, I beg you. You see me, I am very proud about this business. I'm not even humble about it because I know that anybody I tell about this business, I am doing you a favor. The things I'm enjoying now, if I had said no to my upline, guess what? I would still be Mrs. Murphy, but not this particular Mrs. Murphy. So for your own good, accept the invitation and you can decide to go at a fast pace or a slow pace. It is possible. In 16 months, I've been able to raise over 3,000 members, meaning you can do it. You can do it. So don't be afraid of the starting. Remember, I hated network marketing. And now, like, I am one of the angels in network marketing because right now I love it so much. So please get on board, use the products for yourself, and the testimonies will be flowing. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Lizzie, FSD, final thoughts.
Okay, I want to say congratulations to all of you on this call. Those of you who have not yet signed up into this business, congratulations, because you have just been exposed to a fortune. You have been exposed to a gold mine in your home. You have been sitting on this gold mine. Now you have seen how you can make monies from this gold mine.
Mm-hmm.
You are brushed, you're making money. You are cooking, you are making money. Because every product has what we call the product value. So for everything you use that you buy from Longreach is adding up to the kind of 1 million that Mrs. Murphy just mentioned, talked about as a gift for Father's Day to her husband. Those are what added up for her. So that can be you too, a value added wife or a value added husband. Or if you're a teenager here or a youth, a value added youth, okay? So I like to also say that this business is such that you will build on your own. Just as Mrs. Murphy said, you build your business. You know, it would be wrong for you to start a business and just expect the business to run itself. No, it doesn't work that way here. You all have heard us speak about our stories, okay? It sounds very, very interesting, like there's no work there. Friends, there is huge work. You have to be up and doing. You have to be there for your business, okay? You can't open a shop and keep it under lock and key and expect that you'll be making sales on a daily basis. It doesn't work that way. So please note that in order to make money in long reach, you ought to put in the work. You ought to put in the work. That is what is called network marketing. And the work is simple if you can see it like that. The work is for you to bring just 3 people, 3 out of the numerous people you know across the globe. Bring only 3 people, and then you have, kick-started your business. So friends, start this business today and enjoy a ticket to health and financial freedom. Congratulations once again.
Congratulations,
Thank
everybody.
you,
Thank you so much. And thank you so much to all the leaders. Thank you to all of you who attended this presentation. We want to believe that we have cleared all your doubts and concerns. But if you still have any, go back to who invited you, and I promise you that you will all get your answers. Language is an amazing platform, and we look forward to celebrating with you. By the way, we are 8 years in Nigeria, and we look forward to celebrating with you even more. By the time we are celebrating our 20th anniversary in Nigeria, we should be massive. I love you all, guys. Thank you so much for the leaders. We do appreciate you. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Good night, good night, good night.
Good night. See you at the other
side. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Facebook, guys, we say good night to you all as well, Facebook.
Good night, everyone.